Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, what it do? And welcome back to this crazy episode of All the Gold Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm your boy, Derek J. That is
Coop. Guys, I don't know what to say with this episode. Another episode NXT review. We're on live, y'all. If you are in the comments, feel free to chime in. Feel free to add a comment. Feel free to add a question. Feel free to add your thoughts on tonight's show. So
yes, because I can tell you this, Coop, right now. I was literally pissed at what transpired tonight in general in a whole. So, all right, let's get to it, man. That's what we do, right?
Let's rock it, bro. Let's do it.
Let's rock it, yo. NXT live at the Performance Center. They couldn't sell out the Yingling Center, so they went back to the Performance Center. And let's see. I already got that on. So they did a recap of Battleground. Ricky Saints versus All Ego Ethan Page for the NXT North American Championship. Mike Rome started to introduce both competitors, but they started brawling right away. And I was like, okay, security jumped right there. They had security at the ring. And I'm baffled because if this is a wrestling match, why is security? What are we doing? What are we doing? Who produced this? Who produced this set? Because I'm baffled, Coop. What do you think about that, yo?
I'm glad you said this point because had it been like a 2-month build-up where they had like 2 matches already, or something like that, where they've been beating the hell out of each other for the past 3 months, and they a lot of things have been happening overall with storyline, I'll probably get it. Remember, this is a wrestling match.
Right.
Wrestling match. Security was not needed to be there. I thought this was weird. Like, why are they out there? I was like, that made any sense. I feel like it was rushed. That part of the segment wasn't needed. Just wrestle. That's all we asked.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that one. Just wrestle because why are you guys, first of all, in the ring? These two are brawling right here. Ricky Saints and All Ego Ethan Page. They're brawling in the ring. They're wrestlers. Let them wrestle. So security automatically gets in the ring. Mike Rome's he finally does his introduction and says that the North American Championship starts now. Okay, whatever. They just started the match.
Right.
Security holds both competitors during the match. I'm like, why are you keep holding them? They keep jumping in the match. Just not making sense to me, yo. Ava comes out. She comes out and then introducts herself in the match. And then she says, just let them fight. So I'm like, wait a minute, this whole segment is not making sense to me, yo. You're going to break. I thought something else was going to happen during the match. She comes out and said, let them fight. We already know they fighting. What are we talking about here?
But that wasn't needed. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Damn.
So that's I was frustrated right from the get-go. This match started my frustration off for the rest of the night. And usually, like I said, I have no problems with NXT, but whoever did this, they just threw this together, yo. Let me see. Paige gives chair shot to he gave him a cutter to the chair that was on the ground.
Yeah.
That's what started his whole throat thing. So automatically when that happened, I'm like, okay, I already know what's going to happen.
I thought this was it at that point.
Yeah. I thought it was it. I thought he was going to go out with an injury angle or something like that. But anyway, he did the whole cutter with the throat. He was grabbing his throat the whole match. He did an Eagle's Edge to Ricky Saints. Saints kicked out, tried to make a comeback after that. Excuse me. Ricky Saints mounts. He does mount a comeback, a small comeback, and then Paige goes for the another Eagle's Edge, but Saints countered that. And then Paige starts to, punch on Saints. I keep saying because I'm trying to read this. I don't got my glasses. Yeah. But so Ricky Saints tried to hit the Rochambeau, and then that's when Paige countered that. And then he pulled the the top rope down. I think his neck was hanging over there, and he popped, let it go, and it hits him back in his neck, which causes him to grab his neck again. And then that's when he hit him with the twisted grin for the win. And the twisted grin is like what you call Matt Hardy's the twist of fate.
Okay. I was wondering what that would call because I have my notes about RKO.
Right.
I mean, the thing. Yeah, got you.
Right. So the whole match, right? I'm like sitting back and I'm like, yo, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? This match was interrupted by security. Ava come out. I mean, it was so unorganized, man. What do you think overall of the match? I'm a little heated right now.
I feel like had it not been the security outside the ring, had it not been security inside the ring, had it not been Ava come down to the ring and said, let them fight, which they are fighting because that's the goal. It's a wrestling match to fight. Had that not been there, I feel like the way this was set up would have been a lot better. It would have been easy to digest the result of this match. I did think when he did the cutter on the chair, I thought it was over with.
Right.
Okay, it makes sense. I was okay. There's a chance for him to get some major heel heat. Okay, I was okay with it. He gets in the ring, puts in Razor's Edge. Okay, that's it. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I mean, we thought it was 1, 2, 3. He kicked out of that Razor's Edge. Okay, so maybe they're selling the point of him being the face and fighting on and keep on progressing. Okay, they're selling that story at one point. He his neck hit the top rope. That's okay. That was over with. So this is a chance. I don't know if I think I said this. I think they'll get like 2 or 3 matches out of this feud, but let them do it without all the extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let them do it. Have a proper feud. Let the feud stick for itself. Let these two competitors get in the ring and do what needs to do without because that wasn't needed.
No.
You just had a solid match. That's it. It wasn't needed. Like
the extras was not needed. Trust me.
Needed. It was confusing. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, wait a minute. Who's coming out? I was like, because I forgot they're opening the match. I thought, was it Dark Stake coming out? Maybe there's an attack angle happening or something major. I said, this doesn't have no reason to be there. And I'm confused. I was like, okay, I'm confused on this point, but I'm okay with the results. I just want to see what they're gonna follow with it. Again, please stop the extra shit with this. Let it flow the way it needs to be. That's it. That's all they need.
I just didn't understand the whole we need security for a wrestling match. We know they're going to fight each other. The whole purpose of them to be in the ring is to fight.
Yes.
You have security holding each one back. I'm like, it was getting really annoying for me. And then Ava comes out and made it more annoying because like you come out to say let them fight.
Yeah.
Like what? What are we doing?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, Ethan Page is your new WWE NXT North American champion. We will touch on Ethan Page. Whoa, that was crazy. We will address Ethan Page later on in the show.
We won't touch on Ethan Page, but we'll address the issue.
Rob, what's up, man? Robert Brown is in the building. He said Lafayette, Indiana in the building. What's popping, y'all?
What up, Robert?
What's up? He said they should have had Ethan Page win the North American title at either this past pay-per-view or wait till the next one. Yeah, I kind of agree, man. They should have had this match at last was it Sunday's pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Or they should have had it at the next at Worlds Collide.
Damn, we had 2 world title changes.
Yeah. We had 2 title changes tonight, man. That's crazy. And that last title match, I can tell you, your boy hot. Your boy hot over here.
Yeah.
I'm hot.
I can't wait to get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, Rob, we appreciate you tuning in. Sarah Schreiber was backstage with Fatal Influence. Jacy Jayne. Jacy Jayne and Fallon Henley was bickering back and forth. JC says, if you're in my corner, that's fine. If you're not, that's fine. Whatever. Because at this point, I really don't want to speak on Jacy Jayne right now. But I can't be biased because this is a wrestling show. They kind of put the focus on her. I think I brought it up. Knock on wood for me because I told you this last week's episode. I said that there have been some wrestlers at NXT that's been there for a while and haven't made any noise. and now she finally making noise. So
shit, they heard it. They heard you.
They heard me. Yeah, they heard. They said, "I got you all the gold fuckers this time."
You got you gold fuckers. You know what's funny? Okay, so I'm mad to this point. I was like, man, she ain't gonna win the belt, man. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. That's what my thought was.
I'm with you, yo.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, I got y'all. I got you gold fuckers tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels like, oh yeah, hold my beer. Watch this. Exactly what he said.
Oh man. Damn.
TNA superstar Mike Santana. They showed a vignette of him with his match with No Quarter Catch Crew, Tavion Heights. Showing his that's a good way for them to introduce Santana to the crowd. You know what I'm saying, to the WWE crowd, because
it helped.
Santana's been all over. He's been primarily a tag team wrestler with LAX and TNA.
Thank you.
We bundled that.
I call him the Latin Connection or something. I said, oh
yeah, you call him Latin Express.
Like, oh gosh.
But yeah, he's been in the tag team with LAX. He went to AEW. They didn't do nothing with him in AEW. And now he's finally here in WWE, but he's not officially here in WWE, but he had his match in WWE. So big ups to Mike Santana for that.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Right.
Because for me, it's just like, okay, who's this guy? And
they
introduced him twice. Mm-hmm. This was smart. Now, it came out 3 times actually later on. So I like how he did this. This was great.
Right. Rob says Latin Express. They clouded you, yo. They clouded you.
My bad, yo.
Hey, what's up, Will? All the way from the UK. What's going on, man?
What up, bro?
Through, man.
Appreciate you.
We definitely appreciate you, man. And then Rob said, "What's happening?" Will Rally Sport. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's a good way, like you said, to introduce him to the casual fan who doesn't know about Mike Santana, especially in TNA.
Yeah.
So Rob said, "Is this your first time here?" Nah, he was here before, Rob. He was here before.
Yeah, you are.
Right.
Appreciate you, Rob.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, that was a good introduction for him. So Briggs and Inamura was backstage, and Inamura says he came back for Briggs in the NXT Tag Team Championships, and he said, or something bigger. So I knew that he was coming back. I think he had some issues with his visa or something like that, and they had to fix it. Yeah, it usually takes a month's time for it to get fixed. Anyway, he was gone about roughly a month, probably like 3 weeks. So he probably fixed his visa issues or whatever. So he's back in the fro. I'm not going to touch really too much on that because it's Josh Briggs and Inamura. Until you make a name for yourself, I'm not going to touch on you, man.
You jabroni, you.
You're jabronis, man. Logan, what's up, man?
What up,
no,
Logan?
hold up. I got Will. Will said, "Wow, NXT went from the best women's roster in wrestling to the worst in wrestling. What a shock! Jacy Jayne champ did not see that coming." Listen, Will, I'm going to agree with you on that one, yo. I'm still pissed over here. I'm still in my feelings right now. So, yeah, man, I'm in my feelings, yo.
I'm in denial. Like this, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Logan James, what's up, Logan? He said Shawn Michaels rushed a lot of the storylines and matches lately, and now Julia is already on SmackDown roster. It all moves so fast, but honestly, I'm okay with Stephanie being Io Sky. That might be something. I told you. I said they're gearing up to get her on the main roster. They want her on the main roster bad, and that's the reason why we're gonna touch on that. I ain't gonna go. Let me get there, Logan. Hold up. Let me get there.
I can't wait.
Rob says 2 title changes tonight. Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Vaquer getting called up. Julia called up. Stephanie's definitely getting called up. Jordan Grace is getting called up. All their top women is going from NXT now. I think. You know what? Let me just say this. And Will, you're making a great point. Because those are veterans in the game. They're not rookies like the rest of these women are.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not rookies. Julia has won championships in Japan, and she's well seasoned. Stephanie Vaquer is definitely seasoned as far as, her traveling to different continents, winning championships. And Jordan Grace was just not that long ago TNA World Champion, Women's World Champion. So they have the pedigree and the stock, if you would say, to be on the main roster. And I actually seen them on the main roster. And I don't blame WWE for calling them up. But the way that they did this That's why I'm pissed. So
I can't wait to get to that. I can't wait to get to that.
Rob said Jacy Jayne is not ready to be no champion. I agree with you on that one because I'm with
you.
Pro wrestling need to go back to slow booking. Yeah, Vince would.
But here's the thing though. How do you get a slow booking when the PLEs are 2 weeks apart?
Come on now, Coop. Hey, come on, man.
So how I agree with what you said. I wish they would go back to slow booking. Everything is so clustered together. It's too many shows.
That's TKO's fault though. They want that money. It's crazy.
Much.
Man.
It's too much. It's messing everything up. Everything got to be a rush decision. Now the storylines are all gotta be so quick. There is no, you said long-term booking. That's gone. Now it's quick, fast-paced booking. Everything's gonna be rushed from now on. They're messing this up. Yeah.
Right. Let's move on, man, because Mike Santana versus Tavion Heights. Huge pop from Mike Santana. He came through the crowd, you know what I'm saying? So the NXT audience, WWE audience, of those who do know, you know what I'm saying, they know who
this
Santana
was great.
is. So they popped for him, and Santana was in total control before the commercial break. You know what I'm saying? They did their temperature check and all that stuff like that. Did a couple moves on each other, but it didn't really pick up until after commercial break. Tavion hits a thunderous clothesline to Mike Santana. Then he hit him with a gut wrench slam. I thought I was going to say gut wrench powerbomb. It was a gut wrench slam.
Yeah.
Santana hit a rolling, they call it a $150. It's like a rolling cutter almost.
Yeah, he did like a backflip and did it. That was cool. I like that. That was cool. Yeah, I like that.
Tavion hits a Death Valley driver. Corey Graves called it an inverted Death Valley driver. It was just a regular ass Death Valley driver.
Yeah, it was.
Sit down, Corey.
It was simple.
Yeah, sit your ass down, man. Hold on. Crazy ass down. Santana, he almost had the near fall on that one. Tavion kicked out. Santana hits his spin the block on Tavion for the win. Then he showed the respect for Tavion Heights for the match that he just had. And then Charlie Dempsey gave them a look of disgust. Like, we see Charlie Dempsey throwing those seeds of where he's ready to, do something, or he's jealous of Tavion and Miles Bourne. Just put it like that. He's just jealous of them too.
He on the sideline hating.
Right. He on the sideline. Yeah. Hating.
He on the sideline hating. That's 2 nights in a row, bro. Get your shit together, my boy.
Yep. Will says Jacy Jayne should not be champ. Yep. I agree with that. Not yet. Yeah. He said hi, Rob, and hi, Logan. Triple H don't know what he's doing.
I think this is Sean. This is Sean's.
It's Sean.
It's Sean.
Rob. It's Sean.
Triple H had the game, actually.
Yeah. Sean. He left Sean in charge of NXT.
Yeah. Triple H had game 4 right now.
Yep. So what do you think overall about the Mike Santana and Tavion Heights match, Coop?
I like this because, to be honest, I'm familiar with both of them. So it was a good chance to get them in the ring. I can see both of them being like future superstars in the future, especially Tavion Heights. His ring presence, I'm trying to say this in the best way possible. His ring presence stuck out to me. That's still wrong.
Hey, yo. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's still fun with that.
Wild, yo.
His presence in the ring was great. You know what I'm saying? He has a great future. Both of these guys are a great future. I like Mike Santana. He's a future star too. Like, this was entertaining to watch, yo. Excuse me, y'all. I tried. It still didn't work out.
You tried, man. You know what I'm saying? It never hurts. It never hurts not to try. You know,
just like yesterday, pack him up.
Right. So yeah, man, that was a good match overall to introduce him to the crowd. I thought it was a great match. You know, what I'm saying? Get his foot wet in NXT. So we're going to touch. Damn. We're going to talk more about Mike Santana later on in the program.
All this.
What? Yeah, that's wild. Yo. Wes Lee was shown next. Wes Lee was shown with his new group. I don't give a damn.
Fast forward, there we go.
Them boys been on NXT for like 2-3 years, man, and they have not made an impact yet. And Wesley is not going to make a difference.
Wait, so this is not like a new beginning?
Nah, man. They've been on. Wesley been with them for like almost a year now since he turned heel. And let me see.
Dang.
Let me see the name of that group because I didn't even get the name of that shit.
It was on the screen, but it
High Rise. I'm sorry, excuse me. The name of that group is called High Rise. Rise. It consists of let me see, Wes Lee and there was some other guys, man. Ngakwe or something like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna get into that. You know, it is what it is. Them boys ain't making no impact. Chase U was shown with Kale Dixon and guess what's his name? Cummings or something. Oh, Drew Connors or whatever his name is.
Okay, hope his last name. Oh gosh. Oh Lord.
He's like, you know what? Because look, here's the thing. When you're in NXT, I think they just give you they give you a code number to punch.
There you go. Here is your name.
It generates you a weird name.
Pick it out of the hand. Yeah.
Right. Like Samson Flower Pot or Billy Thornbush or something like that. I'm like, come on, man. Like that shit is like the guy. I'll tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you, I can't stand the first name, but I'm gonna get to him later on. So Chase, you was shown with Dixon and Connors, and Chase tells them don't be don't risk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Don't be overbearing and risking a lot and asking. Don't be too anxious for matches, whatever. They see Ava and they run up to her and ask her for a match, and then she said, "Okay, yeah, cool. We got an opening. You'll be facing Dark State next Sunday. Next Sunday, next Tuesday." Yeah. So, and then Chase grabs his head and like, "What the?" And then it cut off. He bleeped him out because he cursed, whatever. But yeah, man, Chase U is dead to me, man. It's not the same without Duke Hudson.
So is that tag team that they facing off?
Chase U was dead. I don't even care about Chase U right now.
Yeah. Wow.
Luca Crucifino and Tony D'Angelo was up next, and they was backstage. Tony asked him, "What was that at Battleground?" Because he just stood there, and Lucas said he didn't know what to do. So I'm like,
I said the same thing.
That's what y'all came up with?
I said the same thing. Oh, did y'all watch our show? Because we said the same thing.
Right.
Because in my notes, I was like, because I asked you, I said, why is he standing there?
Yeah. We got a comment from Elvis. She said Dark State is a complete afterthought. I think they are at this point because they are not making an impact. I told y'all they was going to be Retribution 2.0.
Right. We can't keep talking trash about these superstars because they're going to mess around and have the tag team titles.
Right. So, yeah, man, back to Luca. He's like, he basically said he didn't know what to do. And I'm like, what? And then Lucas says, Tony said he thought he was whack. You know, he went out to the desert and stuff. Lucas says Stacks left him in the middle of the desert by himself, and he had to find his way back. Tony says he didn't, why he didn't reach out to him. And Lucas said he didn't want to compromise anything with Rizzo being in the hideaway or the hideout, and he just didn't want to compromise the whole situation. Oh. Tony says he doesn't know who to trust, and Lucas said you can trust him before they went to commercial break. Now, that whole thing with the Angelo family, man, it's getting weird, man.
Yeah.
I thought this should have been ended at the last pay-per-view, and that would have been it. You should have had Crucifino break off and then go with Stacks.
You said that. Yeah, you said that.
And now y'all dragging this out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird. I didn't like that. I thought that was weird. I thought that was real lazy booking.
Right. None of you mofos are Robert De Niro. None of you mofos are Al Pacino. We got to cut it we got to cut it right now. This is getting weird, dude.
Yeah, how you got the desert? I don't know. What this
How the hell you go to a desert and then make it, you don't know what else to do when you get back.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like Dark Knight Rises when Bruce Wayne get out the cave.
The hole.
In the back, and the next scene, he's like, "Hey, you're like, what the hell? Like,
right?
How'd you get here?"
And then how you come back? How you make it to a pay-per-view with a brand new suit on, looking like a model?
Yeah,
but you was in the desert for like the last 2-3 weeks. Nobody knew where you was at. You should have scars on you. You should be dehydrated. You should have sunspots. Man, come on, man.
You look messed up. Yeah, fresh lineup and everything.
Yeah. Come on, man. You got a fresh lineup.
Yeah, man.
Y'all need to stop, man.
Dang.
Like I said, y'all not De Niro, y'all not Pacino, man. We got to cut this story short ASAP because now it's getting weird, dude.
Oh, Anthony Towns is hurt. Sorry.
Oh, come on. Carl Anthony Towns hurt?
Yeah.
Captain Sassy? That's what I call him, Captain Sassy.
Yo.
Boy, that man flamboyant, yo.
They are crushing that. Oh, he's limping back on the court, I think.
Oh, okay.
I got the game on the background. But my bad.
Like we haven't seen him on Evolve week after week. Yeah, right. Elva's right.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right. Like we haven't seen him on Evolve week after week. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Damn. See?
Come on, bro.
Damn.
Like, he's on Evolve, yo.
What happened tonight?
She called Carl Anthony Towns sassy pants.
Sassy pants.
He is, man. He very sassy, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like pass the ball. Sweet. Man. Pass the ball. There you go, Jalen. That's what he said. All right, yo. So let's go, man.
Yeah, let's keep going, yo.
TNA World Champion Trick Williams cuts a promo. He says he is the line between WWE and TNA. Says he's turning back to his people. Oh, turning his back on the people, excuse me, and changing the name from TNA to Trick NA. I was like, whatever. Yeah. At this point, I'm not behind Trick Williams no more. Like, I can't. He's getting cornier and cornier by the second. Let's see. Hold up. Let me see where I got that. I'm gonna make sure. Here we go. There we go. Yeah.
All right.
No. Yeah. I'll be excited when I get the photos, boy.
Right, yo.
Right. So yeah, he says turn his back on the people, and they turning the name from TNA to Trick NA. Mike Santana comes out, says he's the illest and realest that Trick has ever faced, and this Trick's outfit. And then Trick says some sweet sassy. He looked like Carl Anthony Towns tonight. He said, "Don't let him walk all over him with them lemon pepper steppers." And I was like,
"Yeah,
lemon pepper steppers." I said, "Okay."
Who wrote that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yo, this was a terrible NXT tonight, yo.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't think we said that since we started.
I've never said that in NXT since, it's been a while since I said that. And this one, I'm really upset.
Yeah. Ooh.
Santino comes on the screen and says Trick will defend the TNA championship next week against Santana. Trick and Santana have a stare down, and Trick tries to sneak Santana when he turned his back, tried to sneak him real quick. But Santana knocks him out and knocks him out the ring. They have a brief stare down, and then Santana grabs the TNA championship and held it up.
Oh, that means he's losing. You're
right.
not,
transitional champion.
When you hold the belt up, you're losing.
Yep.
Yeah,
and I think Joe Hendry. I really think that I don't know how long his contract is for, but I think he's WWE bound. And if I do remember, they did say Joe Hendry was dealing with an injury, a nagging injury. So they might give him the time to heal up, and that was a way to write him off TV.
Okay, I can see that. Then
so I can see that. But yeah, if not, he's going to get called up to WWE soon. Thomas, what's up, yo? He hit us with the bam, 100. He always hit us with that train. Man. What's up, Tom?
Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, yo. Yeah, man. So that's my take on that. What's your take on that, Santana and Trick Williams?
I enjoy this segment, actually. To be honest with you, it's something different. I like seeing Trick Williams as TNA champion. I kept thinking I think you're 100% right about them buying TNA. At this point, it's starting to get really obvious what they're doing. Right. Because the fact that the TNA title is on the W brand, like out loud, instead of just something real quick, yeah, they're definitely buying that. So I look forward to this match next week. I want to see what they're going to do. Even though he got the upper hand tonight, he's not going to win this match. So Trick Williams definitely going to go over. He definitely go over.
Williams beat Santana next week?
Yeah, I think you go over. I think so. I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Hendry might come back, might interfere in the match, cost him the title, and Santana might win. So we'll see, yo.
Okay, add to the feud. Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Add to the feud, yeah.
Feud. Okay.
Tit for tat, you know what I mean?
Okay, that could be something.
Let's see. So Stephanie Vaquer was backstage. Stephanie Vaquer was backstage, and she said she will be in a tag match at Worlds Collide. Ava came in and said you will be at a tag match at Worlds Collide against Desus and Chica Tormenta, and she will need a tag team partner. In comes Lola Vice, and Lola just says, "I'll be your tag team partner."
Yeah, she came out of nowhere, didn't she?
Yeah, she came out of nowhere. So I thought it was something to go between her and Lola Vice. As far as Lola Vice might be her next challenger because she's always in the picture. She's always there, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case. So yeah, man, that whole segment right there was kind of weird, man. That she just pops up out of nowhere and like, "Oh yeah, I'll help you." Like,
wait, where you go from?
I said, "Help you, boss." That's what she said.
Are you just waiting on the camera like this?
Right. Get in there. Get in there.
Come on. Let's go. You playing jump rope? What are you doing?
Right.
I was like, where'd you come from?
So that's that whole thing right there, yo. Jada Parker versus Tatum Paxley. It was a short match, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This is the match I'm getting my son ready for getting ready for bed, yo. So I missed a little piece of that. Y'all gotta forgive me for that one. But I did caught the last part. Jada threw something of Tatum's, like a doll or something in the ring.
Yep.
Tatum got distracted, grabbed the doll, was looking at it, staring at it like a weirdo. And that's when Jada came and hit her with the running hip attack. 1, 2, 3. Then Thea Hale comes in the ring to make the save, and then chases Jada Parker off. So what do you think about that, man? I mean, matter of fact, you go ahead, take that match right there, yo, because you probably got some stuff I don't have, yo.
Yeah, I got like a couple of things. I didn't.
Go ahead, do your
I
thing.
didn't care for this match. You know, Jada Parker had a code breaker. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Tatum Paxley did like a flip. It's like a flip and a leg drop. I thought that was impressive. You know, this match was really quick and it's really something like just a pass time or whatever. I thought that was good. I forgot that that's her finishing move. So that explains what she did to Jordan Grace a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, hip attack. And she just knocked her out. Okay, that's her finishing move. And so, I added that in. Something real quick. She came out, you know, attacked her. You hear Jada Parker say, I'm going to whoop your ass. I thought that was
That's what she said to her?
Yeah, he said when I like Jada Parker, yo. When she is going to commercial, she's like, I'm gonna whip your ass. I thought that was just funny. You know,
Jada got to chill too, man. Like I said, she just got baptized, yo. She backsliding already, yo. She's backsliding already.
She be smacking people in the face, yo.
She ain't real, y'all. She ain't real.
I remember she smacked what was that, Roxanne Perez?
Like, yeah, she wild, yo. She off the hook, yo. She like that roundaway girl, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That roundaway girl got a short temper, you know what I mean?
I'm like, you're fighting again? I'm like, yeah. All right, come on, yo. Dang.
Oh my God. Logan, what's up? Logan said I saw Mariah May tweeted on X right after Jacy Jayne won the NXT Women's Championship.
Ooh. What is it?
Mariah May? Is she gonna make her debut in NXT?
Yeah, you know what? That was the
Logan, man, I gotta check that tweet out, yo.
Okay, thanks for the information, Logan.
That's why we depend on people like you, Logan.
Yes,
you, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
it might be a reason. It might be a reason. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna get to it at the end, man.
All right.
I got a whole rant. But let me get to the end.
We almost there. You're
almost there, yo. This is a short night, yo. Dante Chen was in the ring. Haven't seen him in months. He ain't nothing really to jump up and down for anyway. So
I ain't know who the hell that was. So like, who the fuck is this guy? He's just standing there in the ring and just doing all this. And I said, who is this jabroni? I didn't know who he was.
Damn, you almost made me choke, yo.
Sorry. I didn't know who he was.
Oh, yo.
then the camera cuts to his face. He's just. I said,
my God, yo.
I said, he about to get packed up.
Yeah, they about to pack his ass up. Dante Chen was in the ring versus Jasper Troy. Now, here's the thing. Jasper Troy is the season 1 winner of LFG. But this is what I was talking about with these names. Like, bro, if you came up with this name yourself, Jasper Troy. First of all, the name Jasper sounds like from the 1920s.
That's horrible.
That sounds like some 19th century type name. Hey, Jasper, you got any milk on the truck? Nah, man, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the drawing board and redo something, repackage you somehow. The name Jasper doesn't strike any fear in my heart. Your name is Jasper.
Oh, I'm gonna get Jasper on you. Ooh.
Yeah, okay, get that dude.
Get him then. Come on, let's go.
Jasper.
Get him.
Hey, yo.
Jasper.
I can't do it, yo. Jasper Troy. Now, if his name was Troy Jasper or something like that, I would be like, okay.
Yeah, I get it.
But Jasper Troy, like, yo. He sound like he about to just like take your order for the next week milk order or something like that.
That's what
how much cartons you gonna have, mister?
Jasper Troy.
He delivered newspapers early in the morning. Jasper Troy.
Damn.
That boy Jasper throw a mean newspaper at you, huh? Man, okay. Anyway, let me go on, man. So they lock up. They was rumbling around the ring. Nothing real special about this match. Troy hits a big body dump on Chen, and then they knocked him out over the rope. Troy hits a black hole slam on Chen for the win. After that, Obafemi comes out and says that he could have jumped him from behind, but he didn't. He said Oba said Troy is happy that he got his 5 seconds of fame, but since he has the ruler's attention, his 5 minutes are over. So basically, your boy picked on the wrong person. Basically, he picked on Oba Femi. That's the wrong person you want to pick on, bro.
Yeah, you don't pick on the ruler.
Yeah, I mean, you just got there, bro. You're not even 90 days on the job yet, yo. You already messing with the world champion. Come on, bro.
Which I don't like, by the way. I hate that.
Right. You got to build up a monster, give him some type of credibility, like have him go through a whole bunch of people before you get to the champ, yo.
This is
you can't
terrible.
Just throw somebody fresh off a reality show going against, you know what I'm saying, your world champion, yo. That's crazy.
That is ass.
That's
ass. This is ass. I'm sorry. I hate every minute of this shit.
Yeah.
I was going a quick rant. There is no way. I don't remember in the history of WWE, ECW, WCW, any kind of W in wrestling, does a guy come on the show, win a contest, win a reality show, and goes after the world champion.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Right.
He don't even
Elvis says people don't even know his name yet, or don't even know who he is yet.
You don't know his name yet. You don't know his finishing move. He ain't got the ring work in. He's really slow in the ring. Hell no.
Greener than green, yo.
Hell no. Why would you do this? Man,
that's like you putting Maven against peak John Cena.
Yeah.
Peak Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You know, why? Why would you do that, yo?
That's terrible, yo.
So now if he loses that, now here's the thing. And I said, I hope after what happened tonight, I said, I hope this guy doesn't challenge Oba Femi and then he beats Oba Femi for the title. I said, yo. I might have to stop watching NXT after that.
Yeah, Tuesday gonna be done. That's it.
Yeah.
Man.
Tuesdays you will not get a review from me on Tuesday if that happens. I think that'd be straight BS.
We'll be done on Tuesdays, yo. That's it.
You cannot say that this man, okay, you fresh off a reality show, you just won your contract. You talking about you gonna make an impact, and the first fucking thing you go as for is the world champion, and then you win the belt from him? Oh no, everybody who's writing this show got to go.
You don't even do this on my career on the 2K games,
right?
You don't even do that on there. This doesn't make any. I hate
any sense, man.
I hate every minute of that segment. I hate it.
That was crazy.
And I like Oba Femi, but for him, I hate it.
Right.
I hate it.
That was wild news right there. And I was sitting back and I was thinking too, with that. Here goes this guy right here, man. This guy right here. He doesn't even look intimidating to me, yo.
No.
He doesn't look intimidating, man.
No, he don't.
Oh man.
It's like a regular guy, yo.
Like regular Joe Schmo.
Regular Joe Schmo, just tall, like regular guy.
He just look like he's going through like some issues. That's all, you know.
Like a guy that bees in the gym and don't lift the weights. He just texts all day.
Yeah, he just sits on the equipment
and he's switching songs.
Right.
Yeah, that's what that is. Like
terrible.
No. Damn, man.
I ain't gonna read that, yo. Hey, man, yo.
Huh?
You saw that? Yo, let me point this out. You can take the graphic down. Come on, stay on topic with your picks. Hey, yo, come on, man. You got any criticism? You talk to me in private, yo. What's your issue, yo? What's your issue, yo?
Oh man,
engineers here, man. You gonna jump on me? Okay, I got some. Don't worry about that.
Under the comments.
Yeah, in the comments, yo.
She got you. She got in the comments, bro. You like?
I'm looking back, yo. I'm like, yo, she got some nerve, yo.
Oh man!
Wow, yo. Let's move on, yo. Let me take it down before I get. Let me take it down. All right, no quarter catch crew backstage. Miles Bourne says he's not going backwards. He said he wants to go forward, and he doesn't want to be stuck, being stagnant. And he says, how about him and Charlie Dempsey have a match or whatever? I'm just paraphrasing. Him and Charlie Dempsey have a match. Charlie agreed. If he wins, he leaves the no quarter catch crew. If Charlie wins, I guess he stays, whatever. So Charlie agreed. They shook hands, and that was it about that one. What do you think about that?
Yeah, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Leave.
Right. Ethan Page was up next. Ethan Page celebrating his victory of winning the NXT North American title. Out comes Javon Evans. Evans says that he is next to challenge him at Worlds Collide. Then he says he's not the only one to do it too. And then he said this man will be challenging you too. And then out comes the Laredo Kid. He's a big star in AAA. I think he currently is the cruiserweight champion down in AAA.
Okay.
And then he said, he said his little thing or whatever. And then out comes, surprise for me, Ray Phoenix comes out and says he will be challenged too as well for the North American Championship. And it's going to be a fatal four-way. He said he's going to make Ethan feel the burn. That's what he said.
Well, yeah, I thought that was crazy. Yo.
That was crazy. They make him feel the burn.
You make a man feel the burn is nasty work, yo. That is nasty, Ray. Stop that.
Oh man,
you know what you're doing. Stop that.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo. He said that. There you go. There you go, Ray. He said, "I'm gonna make you feel the burn."
That was insane, yo. I was like,
that was wild, yo.
Yeah,
man. So, yeah, what you think about that, yo?
I like it. I just don't like that part. It caught me off guard, yo. I said, I'm not writing that in my notes. Hell no. I'm not writing that. Oh man. Dang.
What you think about that, Coop?
Yeah, I like it. Worlds Collide gonna be something awesome, yo.
Yeah.
They are really gonna bring the heat on this match. All these, oh my god, I can't wait. I'm gonna have to watch this.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to myself because it's like you're going to get TNA wrestlers there too. So
yeah,
that's why I think it's going to be especially worth the watch. Tatum Paxley was shown backstage. Azaria and Sol Ruka says they will be there for her if she needs them. She was distressed, like as always. And then, but if you look in the back, the call-in was in the background, and they were just staring at the situation, seeing what was going on. Especially Izzy Dame. So I'm trying to figure out where this goes with them.
Yeah, maybe she joins them or something like that.
Yeah, they probably do some type of angle where Izzy try to get in her head or something like that.
Yeah,
I guess. And finally, the last match. This is what I'm.
Are y'all ready to hear a rant?
Yeah,
my boy about to go off.
Jacy Jayne versus Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie wasted zero time. She came in the fight. She dove in the ring. She started throwing the punches, but she got overwhelmed a little bit from Jacy Jayne. Jacy Jayne had the upper hand, kicking her with her long legs. Steph goes for the devil's kiss, but JC counters it. Desus and Chica Tormenta comes out for the distraction, but Lola Vice come out for the assist. They brawl to the back. JC goes for a roll-up, but Stephanie kicks out. Stephanie hits a let me see. She hits a Meteora in the corner, takes Jacy Jayne down, and then Jacy Jayne comes up and hit her with a big knee.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie basically hit that dragon screw leg whip in the corner, and then took her down. Then she gets up. She tries to attack Stephanie. Stephanie rolls out the way, pushes her into Fallon Henley, and her and Fallon look like they was getting into it on the outside. They both pushed down. God, I forgot her name. The third girl.
Yeah, was she always with them?
One of the members pushed her down.
Yeah,
and she falls. She starts to walk away, but it was all a ruse, I guess. So they up there arguing. Look like they're arguing on the outside. JC rolls back in the ring, but Fallon did something, and the other girl got the ref's attention. Fallon did something. I think she hit Stephanie, and then Stephanie got rolled up by JC for the quick 1, 2, 3. It wasn't that quick, but it was a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna close my notes because this is where I'm gonna go on my rant. This was the most bullshit ending I've seen in a long time on NXT, and I'm not saying it just because Stephanie Vaquer. I'm saying it because when did Jacy Jayne become a threat on NXT? She was Mandy Rose's buddy, her sidekick for the longest. She's been a sidekick for the last 3 years with Fallon Henley. Or 2 years with Fallon Henley. She's always been the sidekick. She never put out anything to make you say, oh, she's a standout star. And if you was going to lose the title, or if they was going to book anybody lose the title, it should have been Stephanie dropping the title to Jordan Grace on Sunday at Battleground.
Yeah, you agree.
in my opinion, I think that was a waste of a story. I think it's crazy to even put the belt on Jacy Jayne. She's not credible to me. She's not credible at all. I'm trying to say it in the most nicest way I can. She's not credible. You should have put the belt on Jordan Grace. And if Stephanie's going to get called up, and then maybe they have Jordan Grace beat Jacy Jayne for the belt, so they won't make Stephanie look weak. I don't know, but the thing is, you have worlds collide in a week's time, right? Week's time. Why wouldn't you have your Latin superstar represent the company with the world championship going down to AAA and teaming with another Latin superstar in Lola Vice to take on the two Latin superstars, Chick Tormenta and Desus, in the tag match?
Crazy.
It's just unbelievable booking. Unbelievable booking at this point. Like, this is the only NXT I will say I'm very pissed at in a long time, because none of this shit tonight made sense. None of it. Your thoughts, Coop?
I definitely agree. There's a lot of things that tonight I just don't like. Again, I don't like the Jasper Jordan angle with Femi. I hate that shit is terrible. The way they booked this match, the last match, I agree with what you said. For me, right? So looking at this as a fan who just started to know who this person, the wrestler is, Jordan Gracie. I can't know her damn name. See, and no, that's Stephanie Vaquer.
Jacy Jayne.
Jacy Jayne, yes. When she's doing the interview earlier in the night, I literally said, "There's no fucking way she's winning this match." I literally said there is no way. Because why? Because she hasn't been packaged enough to be taken seriously for her to take the title off her.
Right.
If it was a legit threat, it would make sense. It's not the fact that Stephanie lost. It's the fact that she lost to someone who's not even being packaged right to be a champion at the moment. That makes no sense.
Right.
To the point where it is to the point where when the 3 count happened, I was just standing on my TV for a good 10 seconds, like, wait a minute. This just happened? Like, I had to, and it looked like the announcers didn't know either, like the way they was looking too. And the crowd, everybody was just like, wait,
everybody was in shock, man.
Everybody was
in shock of this whole match, because when she rolled, and I mean, Stephanie, like, she was literally like crying, like her eyes was watering up when she was leaning against the announce table. Like, she couldn't even believe that this shit happened.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a thing where she was just told, you know how before they go out for the match,
like the last minute,
like, by the way, you're losing. Wait, what? Like, I wonder if it was that. Like, I wonder if it was that, because she was like she was tearing up, like when she was standing by the table,
leaning against the announce table, like she was just leaning, like she couldn't believe that this happened, like the way it did. Like I said, if you were going to drop this title, Jordan Grace was your option to put it on her, and it wouldn't have made Stephanie look weak.
Not at all.
Jordan is like right there with Stephanie almost.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
But for this to happen in this fashion with this woman winning the belt, I didn't want to call her out, trying to be politically correct. When Jacy Jayne won, I was like, why? She's not main event material. She's not. And then she goes, and then, you know, she hoists the belt up. She's your new champion. I'm like, yo, come on, man. I can't. This is the worst booking that NXT has done in a while. I don't know if Sean booked this. I don't know who wrote this, but the producers, they need to be fired. That's crazy, yo. It's got to
be something next week where somebody either returns or debuts and beats her for the belt.
Right.
It has to be a quick turnaround with this situation.
She has to be a transitional champion.
You got to be. There's no way. There is no way. I can't. This is like Al Snow beating The Rock in his prime.
Right.
That's what that's like, man. This was just like, you know, it's again, like we said, it's not the fact that she can't wrestle or anything like that. It's just she hasn't been positioned to be a threat. That's the whole point of having a feud in wrestling. The whole point of having a storyline in wrestling. The whole point of having promos in wrestling. The whole point of having back and forth in wrestling is to make sure the person who's challenging for the title is a legit threat.
Right.
That's the whole point. When this happened tonight, this was shit.
Right.
This was terrible. This is horrible. This is horrible.
And it's not like Io Sky. Remember, Io Sky beat Rhea Ripley a couple months ago, and it was unexpected.
Yeah.
I can see Io Sky doing that. She's a former champion in her own right. She was the former WWE Women's Championship, former NXT champion. So I see where that happens. And I'm not, you can't compare Io Sky's victory over Rhea Ripley to this one because Stephanie was white hot. She was the hottest thing going. She was the reason why people are tuning into NXT even more because they want to see her wrestle. And then you come in and beat her with this jabroni right here.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's come on, man. Who's writing this shit, yo?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. This is what happens, man. I can't, like you said, we'll see next week. Coop, you got any last words for tonight, man?
Again, thank you all for tuning in. We definitely appreciate y'all for every episode. I thank for everybody who's tuned in live in the comments. Thank you for everybody who's sharing anything like that. Even though this episode was what it was, we still enjoy what we do. So again, thank you as always.
We got a comment. Elvis said it is crazy booking because if you think about it, her partner just fought Stephanie last week. It was what was the point of that? Stephanie had already beat her for the belt. Right. I mean, it just makes sense, man. Like, come on, man. None of these girls, like I said, Stephanie, Julia, and Jordan Grace, they are legit main roster superstars at this point right now. You can put them on the main roster and intermix them with everybody on the main roster as far as the women. Yeah. These girls are basically one step of going back to or going down to Evolve. Yeah. They're not ready.
No. Damn.
And I'm saying, like, this is crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah. But I see what they're doing. They're gonna call them up eventually. They're gonna call Stephanie up. Management, probably maybe the upper management TKO said we got to get her. She's that hot. We got to get her on.
We got to get on Raw, SmackDown.
We got to interject new talent to make the storylines on Raw and SmackDown better. So maybe that's what's happening, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that and be hopeful. That's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah.
But anyway, man, look, listen. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Thank you for all the love you're showing us on Facebook. Cool. Where we at, man? Viewer wise,
All right, viewer wise, we are at a total of 800.
Subscriber wise.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this morning we're at 830 subscribers.
Yep.
Right now we're at a total of 847 subscribers.
Oh, let's go!
Let's go! When I tell you, y'all keep us motivated to do what we do, man. Like we enjoy what we do. It's just an added bonus of what we do. Thank you for making this journey super fun, y'all. We love what we do, yo. We love professional wrestling. That's why we do. This is fun for us. This is therapy for us. This is the best part of my day. It's like I get to talk about wrestling. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So again, thank you as always, y'all. Thank you so much.
Let you guys know how we feel about it, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Once again, listen, man, it's been fun tonight. Tomorrow, I will be doing the AEW Dynamite review. Coop won't be here tomorrow night, right?
Yeah. Well, not tomorrow now.
So next time Coop will be back
it should be next week, June. Yeah.
Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, Coop be back Monday. And it's not nothing, you know what I'm saying? He's got, you know what I'm saying? He real busy he got the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not his kids, but
I'm a working man. I got students. We go on field trips. We have fun and certain things, challenges. And my wife and I have a mental health organization that we run. So you run groups on Wednesday nights. That's what we do. So it's called Uplift Us. So if you're a man or a female and you want to join our group, feel free to join. Free plug there. But yeah, that's what I do.
That was a good plug, man. That was a good plug.
That was a good segue. See? Right. That was a good segue, yo.
All right. So look, man, listen, like I said, we appreciate you guys. We out of here, man. Peace.